Love AI. Love AI. Love AI.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Woo!
Heard they got a global gold coin, talking like it's straight from the mine. Larry Lane flashing little charts, but the numbers never line with the lines. Got a crate full of brothers in the chat room. Buy the dip next moon, get rich soon. Copy paste scripts, all caps in the group. Every lie feels slick, smells sick in the room. Twins standing right by him, echo every promise. Two mirrors, one con, both pockets the fattest. Robin Noble in the back with the briefcase, smile on his face, keep receipts in the briefcase. They say back by gold, I say back by. Show the vault, show the bar, show the truck. Ain't a nugget in sight, just a PDF bluff. Screenshot, smoke screen, suckers luck. Global gold, it ain't gold. It's just talk, just hype, just cold. Larry Lane and his twin, that's a scheme. Robin Noble in the cut, that's the team. We the naysayers, speak that truth. Tear through the tails, through the proof. Hey, you can keep your lies, keep your spin. Hey, we ain't buying in, we ain't buying in. Hey. They love a desperate man with a light bill due. Double up, triple up, this right here for you. DMs flooding with the same little slogan. Early in the project, that's how doors open. But every well they show is a stock photo. Every vault they show is a crop logo. I see fear in the front, greed in the pitch. They got scripts for the poor, yachts for the rich. So we screenshot chat, save files, track trails. Follow every wallet, watch them cash out bail. PR posts say ignore all the haters. That's us in the comments, dropping raw calculators. Check the ledger, where the metal, where the mine at. They blocked and brag, look, we don't mind that. Cool, but the truth don't mute. We outside with a megaphone blue. Gold on it ain't gold. It's just talk, just hype, just cold. Larry Lane and his twin, that's a scheme. Robin Noble in the cut, that's the team. We the naysayers, speak that truth. Tear through the tails, through the proof. You can keep your lies, keep your spin. We ain't buying in, we ain't buying in. You can sell that script to a stranger, but not to us, we sense danger. We the ones posting links, dropping facts. We the ones saying run no stats. Every lie got a time, got an end date. Every scam got a trail, got a mistake. When it all falls, when the story get thin, we'll be right here saying told you then. Global gold, it ain't gold. It's just talk, just hype, just cold. Larry Lane and his twin, that's a scheme. Robin Noble in the cut, that's the team. We the naysayers, speak that truth. Tear through the tails, through the proof. You can keep your lies, keep your spin. We ain't buying in, we ain't buying in.
Camera right now.
We love candid camera.
This their money, they bought their mom a car. I think that's really great.
We would love to thank you because for you being on television, being such a positive role model.
The clone.
Just do it.
At this moment, they are simultaneously experiencing the exact same emotion.
Same person just split into two people.
Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
Hello, everyone, and how are you all doing tonight? I hope that you are all having a fabulous, 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 amazing night. I've had a busy couple of days, but I am here because this was posted up tonight, Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Topic, GGC, because there's huge, huge news tonight. Not just huge news, huge, huge news. We have Keith Yarbrough and Larry Lane's big announcement on the coin. They said that they were going to do a big announcement in the video that I made about them earlier this week. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. Good to see you, Nev. Glad that you could make it. Hello, Pig Stars. Welcome. And that was posted up with this amazing image here. Isn't it beautiful? Huge, huge news tonight. See? It's double huge. Huge, huge. Can't even say it. Huge, huge news tonight. Keith Yarbrough and Larry Lane. Big announcement on the coin. And there's been some talk that they apparently launched on an exchange, although other people are saying that it's not true. But there was someone going to all of the groups and posting that they had. So I thought we would see what they were doing. You know, what are they up to over here? Are we doing anything? No. Alrighty. Let's see who's in here. There's quite a lot of people in here. They haven't really started yet. It's 9:01. They're supposed to be starting any second. I'm trying to see if I can find Robin Noble in here. She was in the last really big announcement, so I'm expecting to find her in this one. Dawn is muted. Oh, there's Larry. There he is. The man himself. Hello, Jelly. Good to see you. They're just getting started. I was looking for Robin Noble or any other names that we might know. Oh, there she is, right there. Robin. Yeah. Yeah, she's in. She's in. I thought so. You know, you see her. It's kind of a thing. A lot of people from Onpassive went to this one, and a few people went to BG Wealth, which is how they ended up on my amazing radar. That is how I have come across most of these schemes, actually, is since Onpassive was shut down by the SEC, they're all looking for a new one, you know? Oh, are we getting started?
New generation, new destination.
Well, they always do their song.
From 0 to 100s in just 6 months. Over
I'm trying to
50,000 active wallets. The momentum is amazing. Come join us, GGC.
Jesus Christ.
Wallet and give the coins. Join our academy and get much more. Real world asset influence with bigger dreams, education, dedication, leveraging.
It's a rap song now.
We've covered everything. Global gold coin, getting on the chain. Peer-to-peer transactions and building your dream. Share with everyone.
Oh, I am. Don't worry. Okay. This is like some weird hybrid, isn't it?
Crypto exchange with a growing ecosystem, an academy with courses from
like Wish Nelly or something.
Influenced by real world assets, investor opportunity.
I don't know what's going
micro
on.
venture capital fund.
That's a very country
learning 7 levels of sales and exchange fees. Amazing opportunities, growing community. Come join us, GGC. Global go.
Go. What is this? Like some Akon wannabe. All right, Don. Keith. He's always in his car.
Hello, everyone.
Whoa.
My name is Dawn Duke. Welcome to our GGC Thursday night Zoom call.
Okay.
Global Gold Coin offers a $100 value
Thank you.
in gifted coins to everyone who registers, no strings attached, and I'm happy to say our community has grown. We have over 650,000 wallets and members representing 100 countries. Congratulations to everyone who took advantage of the multiplier on paid coin packages. It's reflecting in your balance. I want to share that we are not financial advisors. This information is for educational purposes only. For all of you that are new to our calls, GGC offers a crypto exchange with a growing ecosystem, an academy with courses from novice to expert to navigate this ever-changing crypto of DeFi space. For our holders, we have the GGC coin token backed by real-world assets. Investors have an equity opportunity into a micro adventure capital fund. Anyone can participate in earning 7 levels of commissions on sales and exchange fees.
7 levels.
Tonight, we will have Keith Yarbrough, Larry Lane, and Robert Thompson on with us. I don't believe Robert is on yet, so I'm going to let Keith start tonight. Keith, are you there?
I haven't seen
Yes,
Robert
I'm here,
in a
Don.
long
I had to
time.
set in my truck where I got my phone on the charger. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm
got-
always on the road, and I had ran my battery down, so I had to come sit in a truck. I don't know if my camera's working. It's a little bit dark already here in Texas, but there's a lot of exciting things happen in the last 2 or 3 weeks, Don. We just have board member meeting after board member meeting. We're meeting with the programmers. We're meeting with the guys that's working on getting us on the blockchain. We've got a new system that's just a matter of a few days, just around the corner from opening and getting us on it. And it's exciting. It's when you've worked as hard as everybody has for the last 3 or 4 months, and
please.
Sometimes you see measurable progress, sometimes you make a little money. It's like putting everything aside to really break the bank down the road. It seems like it's all coming together like a Broadway play. We are at the event on the 11th at the Plaza Hotel in Las Vegas. We are going to announce the day that we'll be trading on the blockchain. We're going to announce our new system. We're going to announce the new academy. You'll get a chance to see the academy, take possession of yours, and start doing the curriculum where you can receive your coins. But we're going to actually do a demonstration and take some of the curriculum, and Mark and Tony they're going to go through it in depth and explain it all. And I'm really excited because I know a lot about building a team and leadership and all that, but that's one of the reasons why I voted for Mark Guest to get on the board, is his knowledge over the last 20 years of crypto and where we're headed in this space. And then you take all of his expertise and you parlay that on top of Gary Kramer and everything that he knows about hedge funds and leveraging assets and things like that. It's just like a dream come true. We're literally a few weeks away from all the stars aligning. You want to make sure that you're at that event in Las Vegas. It's going to be the best of the best, and everybody there, their business is going to be weeks ahead of the people that aren't. Everything from hearing about our pay card to hearing about 2.0 moving forward. A lot of crazy things are in the works. And like I said, they're all coming together. Larry's going to talk a little bit about it, but some of the things, if you don't hear everything that you're looking for, or you feel like we're leaving a few things out, there is only so much that we can say. When you're with a company this big in 100 countries, and the information that you have affects many families and their future and their stability. And there's legality and ethics and legal counsel involved. Don, you have to, I guess I'll just go ahead and tell you, most of the board members and the officers of the companies, we're under some very strict NDAs from attorneys. And we're able to tell you little bits and pieces without getting in trouble. But I can just tell you, you don't want to miss that event. Don's got it up on the screen there. You want to get the link. You want to get registered. You want to make sure that you get there. Everybody that's there is going to get $5,000 in free coins to help them with their reimbursing them for their expenses. But what I want to talk about, Don, before we turn it over to Bob, if he gets on, and turn it over to Larry, is everybody's been asking me over and over and over again about, I've got some family members, they're not really interested in building a team or they're not really direct sales people, but I've got a lot of friends and family and coworkers and relatives that would still like to purchase some coins. What's going on there? And so what we've decided to do is, for the very last time, the next 5 days, as we get ready to end March, that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday is the 31st. until the 31st at midnight Pacific Standard Time, we're going to double. That's right, double the March Madness multipliers. And if it was 4, it's going to be. If it was 2, it's going to be 4. If it was 7, it's going to be. It's going to be 14. If it was 10, it's going to be 20. If it was 12, it's going to be 24. For 5 days, we're going to double the multiplier. Still doing the matching coins to the enroller for the original purchase. The multiplier's not. Excuse me. The matching bonus is not multiplied. But we're going to do a matching coin bonus for 5 days. Give everybody a chance. This isn't a joke. It's we're 5.5 days away from April 1st. It's not April Fool's Day. This is a real deal where people can take this last mover advantage and get that additional coins. I know I was just a little bit late getting on the call because I was taking a few phone calls from people that are wanting to, this afternoon that was wanting to purchase some additional coins. I just told them, I said, take the link, get on the call, do whatever you have to do, because after the Zoom call, you're going to be able to get bigger bang for your buck, 2 for 1. If you're going to buy 100 coins, now you're going to get 200. If you're going to get 500 coins, now you're going to get 1,000. But, folks, we've held the value of the coin down. It's stayed at $100 by design. We've already reached the next couple of benchmarks, and we could have raised the coin a little bit more. But out of respect to the people that are waiting last minute to get involved, before we do go to the blockchain, before we do get on the new system, before we do have a weekly 7-generation compensation plan that pays out every Friday, we wanted to give everybody one last chance. We decided to double it and let everybody just, we want everybody that has been on the fence, that is really close to jumping in. Maybe they just stuck their toe in the water, or they're watching what's going on. We want those people to be involved. Me personally, I have a lot of family members that have been waiting. They said, we'll wait till you're closer to get on the blockchain. We'll wait till, all we talked about in December and January, December and January was the spring of 2026. Well, the spring of 2026 is here. It was Sunday. That's the 20th of March. My youngest daughter was born on the first day of spring. Easter's coming up, not this weekend, but next weekend. And the event that's going to happen on the 11th of August is going to be absolutely life-changing. This link, we didn't send it out this afternoon, the one that Don's got up on the screen there. But as soon as we get off the Zoom, myself, Don, Larry, Lisa, Miles, all the other executive board members are going to be sending this link out. And you want to make sure to leverage this with what's going on and let every single person
it's 9 p.m.
That is, the timing is now. Now's your chance to do it. You can get double what you'd have gotten last month. And we're going to be aggressive. We're going to take, a lot of different, it kind of creates an accounting nightmare. We'd love for everybody to send wires and Zelles into the company. But if somebody's only got a PayPal, or they've only got a Cash App, or they've only got a Venmo, we're going to do whatever we have to do to accommodate that person. But get with your leader, do whatever you have to do to finalize these sales. Because when I tell you that it's cut off at midnight Pacific Standard Time on March 31st, which is next Tuesday night at midnight West Coast time, that's going to be the end of it. You'll never see this again moving forward. Everybody needs to realize these multipliers are going to disappear, Miss Duke. And when we go to the blockchain, which we're really close, it's going to be 1 for 1.
Why is it taking so long?
The price may adjust a little bit based on the demand, but it's going to be 1 for 1. If somebody wants a coin, they're going to have to buy it for $80 or $100 or $200 or whatever it is.
This
and you're going to be,
illegal.
Buying and selling the coins from your exchange. Now, so everybody knows, I'll go ahead and let the cat out of the bag a little bit. Our goal, and I don't know for sure if we're going to be able to pull this off.
Sure, you have an NDA.
Our goal is to open the peer-to-peer for a week or 10 days prior to going to the blockchain. What does that mean? I get asked that all the time. What does peer-to-peer mean? That means we're going to open it up. where you have the ability to transfer your coins to a loved one, to a friend, to a neighbor, to a relative, to a sibling, to a son or daughter, to a grandpa. You can disperse your coins to whoever you want to, or you can sell them. If you want to sell them for $100, sell them for $100. If you want to sell them for half price, sell them for half price. But our goal is to have at least 7 to 10 days of peer-to-peer. So that's the perfect way to reward the field. Do you know why? Because the people that aren't doing nothing, they're not going to make nothing. The people that are out hustling and making and building and exposing the coin to other people, and they build up a huge desire for people to purchase the coins, you're going to be able to sell them not from the company. You're going to be able to, you're going to have the opportunity. If we need to sell them from the company, we can, but you're going to have the opportunity of selling some of your coins if that's something that you want to disperse to somebody else. So, Don, I'm going to hang on here. I'm excited to hear what Bob's got to say. I know he's been working diligently on our website. If you haven't been to our website lately, you need to go there. There's a lot of new things. We had to Bob kind of did the overhaul for us. There were some things we had to add to and reprogram and repost because it's a very strict window of being able to accept MasterCard and Visa and having a live merchant account. So he's been working really hard on that. He's also got some new things that he posted on there, but he's been working to get us compliant to where we can also announce our new merchant account moving forward. And like I said, the Academy is going to be really exciting. Bob's also been working with the guy, Nate, from the Pay Quicker company that's going to be doing our pay cards where your commission will be loaded to it. So I'm excited to hear an update from Mr. Thompson. And then, of course, we got the best of the best. We got Mr. Larry Lane going to close us out tonight. So, Don, I'm going to send it back to you.
Can't wait.
Thank you. And I'm going to have to apologize to everybody. Bob, we are having some technical difficulties and he cannot get on the Zoom for some reason. And he has been working hard all day long to get this ready to show everybody and talk to everybody. So he's a little frustrated right now because he was very excited, but we are going to get it straight. So Sunday night, he will come on and he will get his presentation out to everybody. I apologize. There was a little technical difficulty with him getting on tonight. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr.
That's good. That's good. That'll give Larry a little more time.
Okay. How are you, Larry?
Good, doing great. It's hard to follow Keith with all that good news he gave.
Doing twin.
But I'm excited. Everybody, Keith just said, as Keith was talking, I was dropping it in the groups and people were putting the blown minds and the money emoji. So this is the perfect time, everybody. If you've got, I had a lady today, I'm going to give you one example. So she's going to be sending in $10,000 for coins. And I was like, just hold off because I knew what was coming tonight. So just to show you the power of a 24X. So when she goes in to spend her $10,000 with 24X, that's going to be 2,400 GGC at a value of $240,000. That's almost $250,000 for her 10,000 purchase with her and her husband for GGC. So I will just say to everybody, and Lisa Fields, I can't thank her enough. She told me about this 4 months ago on a prayer. I went to Las Vegas. I met Keith back in December. It was right after Thanksgiving that I heard about GGC. I was in Vegas the very next day. I met Keith and I met a lot of the people, Joe Reed, Gary Kramer, a lot of the people on the board. And I knew how strong this was going to be. I knew that Gary had the knowledge on the financial. I knew that Mark Guest was the smartest crypto person in the world. I've been on calls with Mark when he says, hold on. I've got one of the Winklevoss twins call me. Do you want to learn crypto from someone like Mark Guest who deals in those circles? If you've heard Mark the last 2 weeks, just his presentations that he's giving for GGC, you can only imagine the knowledge that is going to be in that academy. And I will tell everybody right now for the next 5 days, you need to reach out to everybody that you have put into GGC. You need to tell them what's going on. Look, we're getting ready to have our brand new website probably within the next 7 to 10 days. Guys, just imagine that website with a state-of-the-art back office. You're going to be able to see your trees. You'll be able to see your team. You'll be able to see who's done what volume. You're going to have welcome emails when somebody joins. This has been the hardest 4 months, but this is the worst it's ever going to be. We have built 634,000 wallets with the system that we've had. Can you imagine how many millions and millions and millions of wallets we are going to build when we have the state-of-the-art website, when we've got the back office, when we've got welcome emails, when we're on the exchange, when we're going peer-to-peer? Look what we've already done. We've already shattered records. I will tell everybody right now, you need to be signing people up absolutely free. Get them their wallet. They're going to get a $100 gift of the GGC. That's what's so powerful. And then you've got people like Gary Kramer. And I want people to know I'm on Zooms with Gary Kramer every single week, bringing in more real world assets. We just did a huge Zoom this week with South Africa. They have mini gold mines. They have diamond mines. We are literally assessing all of those assets and the value right now. So we're always bringing more assets and more value behind our coin. That is what makes GGC different from anything else that's out there, because we continue to add real world assets and real world value behind this coin. We can go to $100, $500, $1,000, $10,000. There's nothing that says in the next 6 months to a year to 2 years we couldn't surpass Bitcoin, because we can bring in that many assets to back our coins. You've got the Visa and MasterCards coming. Think about having your balance. Everybody log into your balance. Look at your coins right now. Think about having your Visa and MasterCard that's attached right to your GGC wallet. You'll be able to go get gas. You'll be able to go to Sam's Club. It'll come right out of your balance. I know people ask me about the loans. You know, Gary's going to be giving some big updates about having a loan against your assets. All of that is coming. I just want people to realize, if you think about what the board has done, how generous this company has been, giving matching coins. You know, people have gone in and bought coins, and they've 100% matched the coins, the GGC coins, for everybody's sponsor. They've gone above and beyond. Have we been perfect? Absolutely not. But I'm telling you, for a 4-month journey to do what we've done and to be this close to the starting line, to the exchange, to the brand new website with more real world assets, this is where you want to be. This is where legends and legacies are made. There's people that can go log into their back office right now, and they will see more money and more real world assets than they've had in their entire life. I mean, this is legacy changing stuff. You can will this to your family. You can will this to your kids. You can will this to your grandkids. So when you're this close to the starting line, don't give up. Don't let people, I literally have the people in my ear that want to be negative. I'm like, y'all can be negative. I'm running. When you're ready to run, I'll run with you. But right now, I want you to sit back. I want you to hold your free coins. I want you to wait as long as you want to wait, but I'm not waiting, because just like Keith said, the people that get to Vegas, the people that are in the room, the people that are sharing their link, the people that are building wallets, those are going to be the people that win bigger. Those are going to be the people that grow from thousands of wallets to eventually millions of wallets. There's people all over the world that need GGC. There's people in your neighborhood and in your family that need GGC. This is a free sign up. It's a free wallet. And if you think about the $199 entry to the academy, to be able to get the education and the knowledge and the training that we're going to get from that academy, plus it also keeps us compliant. It keeps us legal. We're educating people on the assets. We're educating people on the tokenization. It all works together. But every single puzzle piece is falling into place, and we're so very, very, very close. So I just want people to go out. You really need to share this multiplier, because for the next 5 days, if somebody, even $1,000, I'll do the math for $1,000. That's going to get you 140 GGC at $100. That's a $14,000 buy right there for $1,000. That's at a 14x. $5,000 would get you a 20x. That's 1,000 GGC. That's $100,000 in value for $5,000 for the next 5 days. Do not miss that. And, you know, Dawn and Keith and to the board, I want to thank you, because I have so many people that have followed me through the years, through network marketing, through online marketing. And I truly believe what Keith just said about the peer-to-peer, about the GGC. And I know the things that are coming in the next literally 2 weeks. We're going to be in Las Vegas making history. You want to be there. You want to have your team there. stay focused. We're so close to the big win. And I believe we are in these seats for a reason. You better believe a year or 2 years from now, when there's millions and millions and millions of people that know about GGC and they're looking to buy GGC, they're going to wish they were in the first 5,000, 10,000, 100,000, even 600,000 people. And we're here. We're the lucky ones that get to take this all over the world. Think about going, I'm getting ready with Keith. We're going to go probably in the summer to South Africa. You know, we've got teams. I know Robin's on. She's got teams in India. This is going to be a global phenomenon. So Keith and Dawn, I'm so excited to be here. And my thumb, that's my twin brother. So very, very excited. But everybody stay focused, stay positive. I will say on commissions, I know that Jenna and the corporate team, they are paying out those commissions. They had a lot to go through. We had a lot of orphans that didn't put in the right information. So it's hard when you've just got a name and you're trying to track 7 levels of commission. So, but thank you everybody for everything. Thank you to my team and to Dawn for all you do. So I'm just excited to be here. Thanks, Dawn.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, everyone, for coming on tonight. We appreciate you. I do want to go back to the conference, as they were just talking about, and give you the dates. We do have a block of rooms. Saturday, April 11th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. We do have a block of rooms that you can reserve if anybody needs to. This event is going to be exciting. This event is going to give us a lot of information that we've all been anticipating and waiting for. Larry just told you, Keith just told you. So this is an event that you want to be at, but you need to go online and register. We will all send out the link again tonight so everybody can register. It's $48.24. No big deal.
Oh, yeah?
You get $5,000 value of GGC coins just for attending the conference. I mean, it's a win-win. So everybody, we'll send out the links tonight. Go online, get your tickets, and we'll see you at the conference. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Keith. Everybody have a great night. We will have Sunday night. Let me say this. Sunday night, we will have Robert on here. We'll get the kinks worked out. He's got a lot of exciting information that he is wanting to share. So everybody come back Sunday night for the Zoom call. Thank you. Bye-bye.
New generation, new destination.
Lord.
Gold coin from 0 to 100s in just 6 months. Over 62,000 active wallets. The momentum is amazing. Come join us, GGC.
Oh God, what a song.
Get a wallet and gift the coins. Join our academy and get much more. Real world asset influence with bigger dreams. Education, dedication, leveraging. Compliance, hedge fund. We've covered everything. Global gold coin getting on the chain. Peer-to-peer transactions and building your dream. Share with everyone and become a part of getting your commission on a card. Join us now to get your start. Global gold coin. Crypto exchange with a growing ecosystem. An academy with courses from novice to expert, coin influenced by real world assets. Investor
Don't go anywhere. We're gonna have a talk in a sec.
Micro venture capital fund. Everyone can participate in earning 7 levels of sales and exchange fees. Amazing opportunities, growing community. Come join us, GGC. Global gold.
Jesus Christ. I do like the other one better. This one's awful. And I don't even like country. I actually prefer rap music, but that was ridiculous. So they pumped this meeting up that there was going to be a big announcement.
The recording has stopped.
Yes, thank you. We're aware of that. Thank you so much. Okay, enough out of you, I guess. Hold on a second here. Enough out of you for a second. Hold on a second, because I don't want to close out my thing here. All right, there we go. Sorry, guys. Sorry. You prefer my GGC song? I do too. I like mine. You know, at least it's honest with you. But they pumped up this meeting, guys. If you missed my video that I released on, I think it was Tuesday, go and check it out, because it was their Sunday meeting that they just brought up as well. So it would be good for you to watch it. I made it, something that you can watch. You can ingest with me we have a little bit of a discussion, but I do have video reaction. It's not a stream snipe. So I was able to, you know, have some fun with that one. But they pumped it up like you have to be there. There's going to be a big announcement. Don't miss it because it's super important. Keith came on. He didn't say much of anything. He was just talking about how he was excited. He mentions again about this NDA. I don't know what he's talking about. In Sunday's meeting, he said that they were all under an NDA with a lawyer to not tell the investors about what they were investing in, essentially. Like if you're an investor, you should be able to know what is going on with this. There should be no like NDA that you're not a part of, which just goes to show you that although you're called an investor here, you're not an investor. You're a downline in an MLM scheme. Unfortunately, they use the term investor to trick you into thinking that you're buying into some company's shares. And they make it sound like the coins are like shares. The way that they talk about it, it's allegedly backed by gold. I've already outed that it's not. And we know that because they got a consultant to come in and basically do a presentation with them describing how they can be compliant. And in that presentation, he literally said, well, the first thing you're going to have to do is actually get backed by gold if you say you're backed by gold. And they haven't changed their marketing since. They haven't suddenly gotten backed by gold. They claim they have a gold mine, like an actual mine, that you can go and take tours of. And they've offered these tours in the past. And then they started saying that they had a vault. And all this coin is allegedly backed up by all of these artifacts in a vault that are worth millions of dollars, plus, of course, the gold. And then they randomly, over the last couple of weeks, have also thrown diamonds into that. So also backed by diamonds. Like, it sounds like they're just making a sub and they're throwing whatever meats and toppings they can in it to sound good to whoever they're trying to sell it to. It's literally ridiculous. I've never heard something so silly, but it's all a trick so that when you buy into this, you think that you are investing in not just this academy that they're starting, which is just their training academy for this, really, that they claim legitimizes them, not only into the gold coin, but also the gold, the diamonds, and all of this fantastic stuff in the vault. And the way that they talk about the coin is how you would almost talk about like buying shares, except the coin's not on an exchange, as you heard. It's not on an exchange. And Keith made the mistake on Sunday of letting everyone know that he was keeping the price of the coin low. Yeah, there has never been a bigger red flag about a cryptocurrency in all our lives than the CEO of the company saying, I am purposely keeping this coin at a low cost. That tells us he has full control over the coin and what it is worth. Another thing that's problematic about this is that they are telling people not to sign up via the back office and instead to send in all their personal information to Keith and send him a Zelle payment. Now, I originally thought this past week here, when I was, doing and editing my video, that maybe they didn't have access in their back office. Maybe there was no real back office built. It was very Onpassive, and maybe they could not track who was coming into the team. So yesterday, I got a link to log into their back office and take a little look around and see what was in there. Because the only reason why he would tell you to do this is if they were doing something scammy. All right? That is the only reason why. They've added these multipliers. As you heard, you have to buy through Keith if you want the multiplier. And right now they're pushing you to buy more through Keith because, as you heard, now they're doubling the multipliers for the next 5 days. So buy even more through Keith with Zelle. But my thing is, if we're not signing up in the back office to get these multipliers, how are we keeping track of the multipliers? And how do the multipliers then work on the coin being traded in the fucking back office? because it's not an exchange right now. So in order to multiply this program, the multiplier, whatever the fuck that is, I've never heard of such a thing other than in these scams, by the way. Okay, like this is not how any of this works. Like for real, if you are doing like Bitcoin and stuff, it's different. But how would I then have the multiplier multiply my coin that I bought if none of it is connected to a back office? Like it doesn't make sense. Larry Lane is allegedly the one tracking who is on everyone's team, as well as sending out the commission payments for this MLM company manually. Kind of like via PayPal. Oh, you want your commissions that you're owed for signing up people and having them buy coin here? Well, we'll send you your money on PayPal, sort of deal. Like, it's very bizarre, everything that's going on here. And so I went into their back office, and this is what you're met with. So again, this exchange is backed by gold. Thank you. Like, thank you. We know it's not, but thank you for putting that front and center. Now, as you can see, these are the multiply your, hold on, I can't really, multiply your tokens by 2 times for 300 US, okay? They did 50,000 GGC for $40, which they claim gives you $2 million. Yeah. Yeah. Now, this isn't even on an exchange yet. But this exchange is backed by gold. Like, what do you mean? And how can any of it be worth anything if it's nowhere? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're just hanging out in a back office with Monopoly money, pretending that it's worth $2 million. It makes no sense. Then you scroll down, and you are met by this, which, I mean, this isn't too promising. You know, they're just showing us the random Bitcoin and how it's gone down, especially over the past little while. Then when you go to the balances, as you see, you get 1 GGC global gold coin, and they just say it's worth $100. How is it worth $100? Because they said so. That's it. Like, usually the cost goes up because it's on an exchange, right? And a lot of people are buying the coin, or the value, because it actually is backed by something, goes up, okay? And then that's how it becomes worth more, you know? We haven't even gotten on to the exchange yet, but somehow one of these brand new coins, you know, is worth $100. Like, literally, it's just keep going into the computer and then typing this out. There is nothing tracking this coin and what it's worth. It's not on an exchange. Why we just saw a chart of an exchange, I don't know. It wasn't their exchange. It was just a random, like, the general exchange. I don't know. BitConnect, yeah. Yeah, they compare it here. And as you can see, it's not looking great. Their whole thing is that their coin is better than all the other coins, obviously. And then we have this where you deposit your funds. And as you can see, there's a minimum deposit amount of 20 USD. And it says only send GGC to this address. Deposits are credited after 3 network confirmations, which I don't know, that sounds a little weird. That's all I'll say about that. Here we have where you withdraw your funds. So again, you're supposed to just be able to put the amount in here and then give them your wallet address. I guess you can only get them in Bitcoin, of course, why not? Then this is allegedly where you'll be able to do your swapping tokens. I don't know if this will also include the peer-to-peer, but it's just its own little little page here. As you can see, all the pages are up at the top here. Then we got the sponsor. So make sure you guys come and join my team today. We can all be broke and go bankrupt. It'll be fun. And then here it is. The referral tree structure. This is what I'm talking about. So when I'm on here and I'm bitching about how companies in their back office have the ability to see their team and oftentimes move the members around. That's how they'll put like downlines on this person's team, and then they'll put another downline on that person's team. They do that all the time. This is what I'm talking about. So here we have the referral tree structure. So I'm like, okay, if you have this in the back office, why wouldn't you use it? Why wouldn't you connect the multiplier to the app that's connected to your referral tree for everyone and also the coin? Do you get what I mean? Why would you, if you have this, then tell everyone not to sign up? Okay, you're not actually supposed to click my referral link, by the way. Please do. I want to drive them crazy. If I could get 100 people signed up underneath me that are not going to buy into this at all, and we're all going to be what they call orphans in there just to fuck with them, that would be beautiful. Because they do not want you to click on this referral link. They want you instead, like I said, to bypass the automatic referral tree structure here. All right? Which means that you're also bypassing this part underneath it, which shows your referrals by level, and then you can track their activity. He wants you to bypass all of this stuff and send him the money on Zelle. And then you're supposed to trust that Larry Lane is keeping track of this for you. When this system would do this automatically, as you can see right here. There is no reason for this. There's no reason for this unless they are literally just stealing your funds. This is the most convoluted, confusing, stupid way to do this. All right? Like, it makes no sense. So I just had to go back and see for myself, do they have this ability? Are they straight up, like, just not using it? Like, what is going on? Because I think that the fact that they could be using it and they choose not to, and they choose to do it all manually instead, it's really all you need to know after you hear Keith say that he's keeping the coin low. You know? Ah, yes, the base of the introduction pyramid. Yes, here we are, right? This is me. And then when I sign up somebody, they will appear in a little sideways pyramid next to me here. Right? Automatically. Hello, Sam. Unless you do it the way that they want you to, which is bypassing all of this, not using any referral links, and writing Keith, which then you have to like fill out this form, also telling them who your upline is and what their wallet number is. So everybody's got everybody's wallet numbers, which, I mean, I think most of the time on exchanges, wallets are pretty public from what I've seen and been able to track of Ash Mufara's wallets for a while. So, I mean, I could see them, but I just not sure if that's a great idea when you bring an MLM structure into it where there's like commissions and things. And I don't know, I just don't really like that. Not to mention then they also have all of your personal information that they would need to basically steal your identity and then steal all the money from your wallet. It's just not great. It's just not good at all. As you can see, it's not really showing my wallet numbers or stuff in the screenshots. It's like protecting my information here on the system as they do. That's not what is being done when you write Keith and fill out his little card that we saw on Sunday. So I was just kind of like, wow, they really do have the ability to do this all automatically, but they don't want to. because then they couldn't skim from the top. I mean, that's what I believe they're doing. There really is no other reason. Like, why would you make it more complicated and have you pay it all out like manually and have you manually chart everybody's team? Like, that just sounds crazy. You guys have seen the MLM charts. Imagine being in charge of keeping track of everybody's uplines and downlines in the whole organization by hand and with your brain, based on these cards that they send into you after they send Keith money on Zelle. Like, it sounds stupid, right? It's like, that is a ridiculous system. Nobody runs a business that way. Not even an MLM business. I haven't even heard many crypto schemes like this. They usually at least use the automatic system that's in the back office. So that was very, very strange to me. You know, I felt like I had to show you that after my big rant that I've been doing about how I just don't understand why they're choosing to do this all manually. Makes no sense. Then, of course, there was this conversation. All right. So, Larry Lane mentions that corporate is going to be reaching out to anyone that earned money, and they'll be paying them blah, 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 right? And so he says, this person says to Larry, up to now, no one on my team, including myself, has been contacted by the company. Using Zelle was recommended by the company. You know, if you needed any more proof that that's what they were doing. If they knew they couldn't pay everybody using that method, they should have offered other options. Are there other options? And this is because, as you kind of heard tonight, they've had a little bit of problem with their merchants. They're having another issue where apparently they're just, you know, paying out so many commissions that the merchants are like not really working with them, and they're having a hard time, you know, using the Zelle to give people their random commissions. So Larry says, again, they are reaching out to everyone. We had over 43 orphans from people signing up and not putting the correct info. It's been a task to figure out 7 levels of lineage. Again, appreciate everyone's patience. And I'm like, dude, you're doing this on your own, like to yourself. All commissions earned will be paid as soon as possible. Yeah, that sounds legit, right? And then this person says, I'm still waiting for an email to select payment method for the commissions. Hands up in the air? Like, am I going to get that? Some of these people signed up months ago. And they've been sitting in this Telegram group getting update after update after update about how they're all going to get their payments, but their payments are not coming. And whenever they ask, like, how come the payment's not coming? Larry Lane gives them the runaround that he's doing it all manually. And he's the, like you saw, he's the one that has to keep track of it all. And he's like, I'm sorry, guys, it's just really hard. Well, I don't know, Larry. I went in your back office and I saw that you could be doing all of it automatically. So why are you opting out of that and getting them to pay Keith on Zelle instead? You are creating the issue. On purpose, I think, my personal opinion, allegedly, so that you can skim off the top and hope no one will notice. But you have the ability where all of this could be handled by your back office automatically. Yet you choose not to do that. And it's just, you know, very bizarre and strange, especially when it seems to not be working out and hasn't been for at least 2 or 3 months straight now, where people are saying, I'm not getting my payments. I'm not even getting forms to fill out how to get my payments. I'm apparently owed all this money that's sitting in this wallet here because I bought this alleged GGC Bitcoin, but I can't pull it out and I'm not getting any of my commission payments. They're supposed to be getting paid every week. Yeah. And they haven't been paid, some of them, yet, since they've been in. This thing's been going since last year. I mean, it's been going a lot longer than that, I'm sure. But Larry brought us to it last year. So what are we doing? Why is it taking so long? And again, like that person commented, if you couldn't do this in a timely manner and make sure you got everyone's commissions out weekly like you're supposed to, why did you choose to do it this way? It's like, damn, what are we doing here, damn it? It drives me insane because I'm like, you're literally creating the problem. Then you're having issues with the problem that you created. And then when other people are like, well, I don't understand why we're doing it this way, you're just like, oh, well, guys, it will be fine. Just wait it out. We'll figure it all out. You're not on an exchange yet. Somehow your coin is going up in value, according to you. But based on the rest of the world, by the way, cryptocurrency is going down. All of it has been going down lately. The crypto world, the crypto market, not doing great. So why is your coin allegedly going up $100? Like, there was a time where they were claiming it was like $2, $5. Now it's $100. And then they're like, and then it will go up to $500 by August and shit. It's like, no, like this is not even how this works. Do not trust Larry Lane. I understand that the Lane twins seem like you can trust them because they did the documentary with Dolly Parton still working 9 to 5. And I understand that they won Fear Factor twice. And they were on Ellen. And they were on Dr. Phil. And you may remember that. And you may be like, oh, some nostalgia from like the early 2000s. And these guys seem like decent Southern boys. And do you know what? I think there was a time when they were decent Southern boys. Based on my research, and I've done a whole deep dive on them, I feel like the MLM thing was really just in the last 10 years or so. Before that, they were decent, trustworthy Southern boys. Something happened. Hollywood didn't work out for them, is what it seems, honestly, if you want my personal opinion. And now here we are. And unfortunately for all of us, they have been scamming people in these MLM schemes for years. We have been following since Nilo Life. And they did Nilo Life, they did Lev AI, they did Talk Fusion, they did, like we've been following them going from scheme to scheme to scheme. It appears Larry's very high up in this. I think he's as high up as he was in Nilo Life. I think he is one of the owners. I know they say he's on the board. To me, that just seems like the board is the owners. Sure, Keith may be the official CEO, but the board seems to be who's running this thing. And the Lane twins are on the board. And I mean, they're in charge of everyone's money. So there's that, right? They're manually paying people their commissions. So they're obviously deeply, deeply involved in this. And I would say that this thing is deeply, deeply a scam. I don't trust Keith at all. He doesn't even know what he's talking about half the time, I swear. You heard it. And we'll be following this thing until Larry Lane gets bored and moves on to his next scheme. Because right now he has about a 6-month shelf life on each one at the longest. And like I said, we've been here a few months now. So who knows? He might move on in a couple months. And then these people will be like, I joined because of Larry Lane. Robin Noble has joined this and has been in this one. She's also still in Lev AI Nueva with Randy. But she's also joined this one. And she was in tonight's meeting. And I don't like that because I know that she has brought over a lot of the Onpassive Indian community over there. And it's just happening again. And that's really sad to me. I really hate it when they go from one MLM to another, hoping to find the one that works. And we know that that doesn't exist. But it takes some people longer to get there. I mean, even I did 2 in a row before I was like, all right, this is a scam. So I just don't want people to get hurt here. And I really wish that they would stop them and their stupid conference and their hype up weekend. They claim they're going live throughout this weekend. I'll also be checking in for their announcement because I feel like we didn't even get their announcement tonight. Apparently Bob was supposed to do the announcement and he just couldn't show up. I'm sure that wasn't on purpose at all. We kind of destroyed their last big announcement. And I heard through the grapevine that they were trying to protect this meeting tonight. So if you're wondering why I didn't go live until right before we were joining the meeting, that is why. My Discord knew all day. That's why you should join the members, join our Discord. But if you aren't in the Discord, then you were like, holy crap, wait, you're live right now. And that's because I heard through the grapevine that they were trying to be a little bit more private about their links this time around because Keith was very upset and yelled at us on Sunday for messing with their last big announcement. So I kind of think that maybe they didn't want Bob to come on and give the announcement, and they told him to do a video instead. And then that will go out, it sounds like, soon. So if that gets released as a video, I will also be doing a reaction to that over the weekend, and I will hope to release it soon. I am hoping that there will be a Friday tomorrow. I am going to do my best. I've been ill. We have had crazy weather again, and this weather is murdering me right now. They can't stop you from finding out because Danny lives inside Zoom. That's right. Danny lives inside Zoom, and I live inside all of the groups. So somebody will post it. They always do. That is the thing about these. They try to keep them private, but there is always someone that says Zoom meeting on Facebook and then gives us the ID and the password. If you ever wonder how we find them, that's usually how. If you guys don't post them in the Discord or send them to Danny, we just kind of look on Facebook and look up the company and somebody posts it. You know them. They can't. It's part of the promotion, especially when nothing's going on. This is all they have is being excited for this Zoom meeting. And then this March Madness Palooza thing they're doing this weekend, where apparently you all get double multipliers if you buy coins. Like, that's really all they have, so they can't help it. When a Zoom meeting goes live, they're like, oh my God, I finally got something to hype. You know, it's like crazy. So yeah, I will keep you all posted on what is going on with this and how their weekend goes, you know, how their video announcement goes. And I wonder if I'm the only one that's disappointed that they didn't do their announcement tonight. I wonder, it seems like the group, some of them, they're starting to get a little antsy as they're seeing. Now people are starting to give some pushback and ask some questions, which I really like to see. So I wonder if Bob not showing up just now and not doing the announcement has caused more of that. So, you know, if there's more of that going on, I will also let you all know about that. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope that you all have a really, really good night. Pay attention to the community tab tomorrow. I'll let you all know by tomorrow afternoon if there's going to be a Friday or not. Again, it depends on kind of how I'm feeling. So yeah, just pay attention to that. And I will see you all very, very soon over the weekend. I love all of your faces. Okay, bye.